Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to put in your valve core, put your valve core back into your system without losing your vacuum. We just did a perfect vacuum. Hopefully this is part of the same video, you're able to watch it. And so we don't want to lose any of our vacuum. We worked 3 sessions to get. So you put your valve core back on your tool. You can only go so far because it's valved off still, okay? So just bring this part of the tool up, okay? And then just insert it. And screw it on. This is a low loss valve, so you don't have to go very tight. It holds pressure just under very finger tight stuff. And now what we want to do is release a little bit of refrigerant, 1 second's worth, so that way you don't lose too much. Even if worst case scenario, the valve core blew out or something, sort of tragedy happened, all your refrigerant is still in here. Only 1 little second is out, and you're utilizing 1 second's worth. Here it goes, watch. That's it. 1 little wisp of refrigerant. The rest of it is all still safely inside your ODU. Okay, you haven't lost anything. So that's why it's good to do the valve core removal, because it doesn't cost you anything. There's no possibility of screwing up unless you don't follow simple directions. So you got 1 little second's worth in there. What that did is that put back pressure on the whole system. Okay, and so you have refrigerant now, not very much, but it's in here and it's pressing back on this. Okay, so right now we're able to, because we have refrigerant going all the way through, and again, let me kind of show you. Normally I have another valve core removal tool right here, and I just valve it off so I don't get my vacuum or micron gauge screwed up, dirtied up with refrigerant. But because a lot of you guys won't do it, I'm just doing it this way, and I clean mine. So I taught you how to clean it. Keep yours really clean and we'll have no problems. It doesn't hurt it to have a little bit of refrigerant on there, but you got to clean it. You can't leave it because it won't work for you if it's dirty with refrigerant. So anyway, you got to clean it. If you're going to do this and not use the valve core removal tool and valve it off to protect it, you need to clean it. That's all. It's just part of a maintenance you've decided is worth it versus putting on a secondary valve core removal tool and valving it off and keeping it clean. Anyway, so we got that one set up. Now, because we have refrigerant coming all the way to here, we're now secure. Our vacuum is perfect. So I'm going to open it back up now. And you just saw it push back on here. That was the refrigerant pushing down on this, but it's holding because it has a low loss valve. Okay, you didn't have to go very tight. All right, so what we want to do is, because there's refrigerant pressure pushing down, not a lot, but some, you want to push up to beat that pressure, okay, all the way up. And while you're pushing up, you got to hold it with your finger or thumb or whatever you got here. I'm upside down, so I'm using my finger. And just got to hold the pressure and then start tightening it in, okay, while you're pushing up. The whole time, because that's what's the pressure's there, and you got to beat the pressure. Okay, and tighten it up. All right, so it's tightened. It goes down. We're all set. Now we got to know that the valve core actually worked. Okay, did that actually work? So we're going to valve it off just in case. Okay, if we open this thing up and we found the valve core there, we just start over. It's not the end of the world. I'm behind this ladder and I'm all this kind of weird positions here. I'd have to move out there and to get more comfortable. That's why usually I'm more comfortable when I'm doing this, but I'm stuck behind a ladder and a bunch of other crap. So anyway, I'm just trying to show you this video real quick. All right, so anyway, if the valve core is still here, if we release it, and the valve core is right here, we just start over. Yep, the valve core is gone, so it's already holding. Now, is it actually holding? Yeah, it's holding, but we're not sure if it's leaking. Okay, so now we're going to test it, and I'll show you how to test it. Okay, I use this, it's a regular cap. I drilled a hole in it. So this is all you got to do is it's a test cap. And so you put it on here, and then what we're going to do is open up the refrigerant, or open up our line, and if there's any refrigerant coming out of there, even a little tiny bit, if the valve core is not holding perfectly, it'll make bubbles here. What we want to do is just simply take our bubbles in, same bubble stuff you were using before, just make little bubbles, and then you'll see, you can see all the bubbles there. You'll be able to see it. So let me see if I can zoom you in a little more. Yeah, so we'll see if you can see anything here happening. See all the bubbles? So you just want to make plenty of bubbles, and so if there's anything leaking, it'll it'll make bubbles, right? So it's perfect. Nothing leaking, so our valve core held. They always say replace them. I never replace them. That's stupid. Anyway, so that's perfectly fine now. Now we're able to pull this thing off because the valve core held. Okay,